The Navy's new hypersonic missile changes everything. The U.S. Navy is about to strap one of the most dangerous weapons ever built onto an A-18 Super Hornet. It travels faster than Mach 5. It costs less than $300,000 per unit, and it was built not by Lockheed Martin or Raytheon, but a startup founded by engineers who used to build rockets for SpaceX. Its name is Blackbeard, and if everything goes according to plan, it will be flying combat-ready missions by 2027. Here's what makes this story so remarkable. For years, China has been beating America in the hypersonic weapons race. Their missiles fly faster, farther, and in greater numbers than anything the U.S. currently fields at scale. The Pentagon knew this gap was a problem, and their answer wasn't to spend billions on another massive program that takes a decade to deliver. Their answer was to think smaller, smarter, and faster. Blackbeard is that answer. Stay with us because what this missile represents goes far beyond a single weapon system. Castellion is not a household name. Founded just a few years ago by engineers from SpaceX and the commercial aerospace industry, this company had one mission from day one: build high-quality, long-range weapons at a fraction of what the traditional defense giants charge. That's not a small ambition. Defense contractors like Lockheed Martin and Raytheon have dominated this space for decades. Their weapons are extraordinary. They are also extraordinarily expensive. Castellion looked at that problem and asked a different question. What if you didn't need the absolute best weapon? What if 80% of the capability at 20% of the cost was actually the smarter play? That philosophy produced Blackbeard. The missile is capable of sustained hypersonic flight above Mach 5. It's smaller and lighter than the massive multi-stage ballistic hypersonics China fields, but that's intentional. Its compact profile means it can be carried by tactical aircraft, including the A-18 Super Hornet and the F-35. It incorporates advanced guidance systems that allow it to maneuver in the terminal phase, the final moments before impact, making it extremely difficult for existing air defense systems to intercept. And it costs less than $300,000 per unit, with a production target of at least 500 missiles per year. The U.S. Navy is considering Blackbeard for its multi-mission Affordable Capacity Effector program, known as MACE. The name tells you everything about the philosophy behind it. This isn't about building the longest range or most sophisticated weapon possible. It's about building something affordable, manufacturable, and adaptable across multiple platforms. The Navy has put serious money behind this. Castellion has received contracts totaling over $104 million specifically for Blackbeard development, with the Navy allocating approximately $379 million to the MACE program in 2026 alone. The goal is first flight testing in 2027 and full operational capability in 2028. For that money, the Navy gets a hypersonic weapon that fits inside the F-35's internal weapons bay, carries a 75-pound warhead, can hit moving targets, and can be produced at industrial scale. That last point matters as much as any performance specification. It's not just the Navy. The U.S. Army awarded Castellion a $25 million contract in 2025 to develop a ground-launched variant of Blackbeard for use with the HIMARS rocket artillery system. The Army was direct about what they want. Blackbeard GL is designed to attack time-sensitive moving targets and hardened targets using hypersonic precision fires at a dramatically reduced cost compared to existing systems. The Army was equally direct about what it is not. It won't match the range or velocity of the long-range hypersonic weapon. The goal is 80% of the capability of the precision strike missile at a fraction of the price, a low-cost hypersonic option that works alongside more capable but far more expensive munitions. China's largest hypersonic missiles have a range of around 5,000 kilometers, threatening installations as far out as Guam. Blackbeard isn't matching that range, and it isn't trying to. What it does is give the U.S. Navy a low-cost hypersonic threat against Chinese naval assets operating near Allied bases in the first island chain. Launched from an F-A-18 or an F-35, Blackbeard turns every carrier strike group into a hypersonic threat platform. Castellion is also building the infrastructure to back this up. Their Project Ranger facility in New Mexico is designed as a modern aerospace production campus, built for high-rate missile production rather than traditional slow defense assembly. The goal is rapid iteration, lower costs, and the ability to scale production fast when it matters most. The Blackbeard missile isn't the biggest or the fastest hypersonic weapon in the world, but it might be the most important one America has developed in years, because it proves a principle that could reshape the entire U.S. defense industrial base, that volume, affordability, and adaptability can be just as powerful as raw performance. China is fielding hypersonic weapons by the hundreds. America's answer is a startup from New Mexico, a Super Hornet, and a missile that costs less than a sports car. If this video gave you a clearer picture of where American weapons development is headed, hit like and subscribe. There's a lot more coming and you won't want to miss it. We'll see you in the next one.